Nothing to be sorry about. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. Hopefully you get some new subs from this. Did anybody drop the link in the chat for Jess's channel? I'm a sharing is caring person. I just want to make sure you don't make that mistake with the wrong person and then get like booed out of the chat and all of that fun stuff. I see you, Spicoli. I see you. Just give me just a second. All right, let me skip through all of these. And shout out to Jess. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's good. She really is good. Yeah, did the mods drop it? I'm just trying to ramble. Yep, we're getting ready to go into open panel. No, stop it. You are totally stop it, Jess, listen to me. You are totally fine. You are totally and completely fine. You have done nothing wrong to me. You haven't hurt me. You haven't insulted me. It's more that here, I got the link. It's more along the lines of like other people might not. Oops. There we go. There you go. Other people might not take it that way. Yeah, I've learned the lesson myself, right? Don't delete it. Don't delete it. You're okay. You are perfectly fine. Everybody just send Jess some love. Go subscribe. Send her a bunch of tomatoes in the chat. Send some tomato love. I got you. It's right here. But light it up with tomatoes. I got to go tinkle. I'll be right back. And then I'll bring Spicoli and Ifi on. Just give me a second, guys. 60 seconds. All right, let me get Ifi up here. Let me get Spicoli up here. All right,
Sarah.
gentlemen. Hi, Spicoli.
Greetings.
Hi,
Good
Ifi.
I can't stay that long, Sarah. I just want to make an announcement, okay? This is a lesson for any simp or any man, male listening. This is a lesson for you. About 30 minutes to 45 minutes ago, approximately, I get a DM message over IG from this 25-year-old single mommy black Barbie who lives in Vegas that I met out here about 2 months ago, right? She's asking me for $800, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, she wants $800 from me. I don't really know her that well. I met her briefly when she was out here. She wants $800. I don't know if she wants a loan or if she wants me to give her $800. What do you think I told her, Sarah? What do you think I told her?
Just to suck your dick first and earn it.
Well, I told her I could send her $10,000 if I wanted to. I could send her $100,000 if I wanted to. But where's her baby daddy? Where's the loser that knocked her up? He should be paying her electrical bill, not me. Here's what I told her, and this applies to all women. Let's say I had been in some relationship with her, where she was a friends with benefits, or she just banged me a couple of times, or she was an ex-girlfriend. I would have sent her $800 without thinking about it, because I got that kind of money, and I don't even have to. $800 to me is piss money. So my point is, ladies, listen up. This is where women make stupid mistakes. She has a baby with some loser, who left her, and now she's trying to hit my old ass up for $800 with only one little problem. She never fucked me. So in other words, as a man, I don't mind giving you women money because I have money. But I'm certainly not going to give money to women who I've not slept with or have not had some kind of relationship with. If I had banged her even one time, I might send her $400. If I had been in a relationship with her for 6 months to a year, I'd send her $800. It's nothing to me. But when you're texting me or DMing me out of the blue that you want $800 for my fucking ass, go elsewhere. Go to your ex-baby daddy for the money. Or she should have fucked me when she was out here a month or two ago. So ladies and men, listen up. None of you guys should be giving any of these broads any fucking money until you've seen them naked. I'm telling you guys this. Until you have seen a woman naked and inserted your penis in her vajayjay, she gets nothing. Zero from any of you.
If I started charging you for your ability to come on panel, would you pay?
No, because I'm content. I don't pay Grace. Thor.
Maybe I should go.
You should pay me, Sarah. You should pay me.
I should pay you.
I should be charging your ass. The reality is, guys, this is a lesson in how a 66-year-old man had, and believe me, she's a cute hottie, a 25-year-old black Barbie. Single mommy, though. And the reality is, if she would have fucked me I guarantee you, if she would have fucked me once, I would send her $400 without thinking about it.
Naomi
has had a relationship with me. Money's not an issue. Ladies, listen up. Money is never an issue with me. And I don't think a lot of guys it's an issue with. It only becomes an issue with when you use us for our money and you don't give us anything in return, like love or sex or something.
But if money means nothing, okay, Sarah, let me ask you. Hold on, let me ask you. If money means, I'm taking your words as literal, right? If money means nothing to you, then what?
It literally means nothing to me.
Then it means nothing to send it to anybody who asks for it.
No, in your logic, that's your logic. My logic is
what you're saying. No, if it means nothing, right? It means nothing to you. Now, me, I look at it very differently. I say, I like my money is hard earned. I work for it, and I'm going to do my best to sharing is caring to some degree. But I also I worked very hard for it. Nobody's just going to come to me and say,
well, my money comes easily. I can make 5, 10, 20 grand a day in the stock market or lose that kind of money.
Well,
so my money comes relatively easily.
Though, is if it means nothing to you, then based on that
it means nothing to me, but she means nothing to me. Money means nothing to me. Let me finish. Money means nothing to me, and chicks who I don't have relationships with fuck mean nothing to me. So therefore, if something doesn't mean anything, she means nothing to me. Now, if she meant something to me, I would send her the money.
Naomi's on one tonight.
Anyway, I gotta go.
All right, Sicoli. We'll see you later.
Sarah.
Bye.
Next time you should pay me, Sarah, for the privilege of having.
Now he definitely did that on his own. But no, he should definitely pay to come on this panel because he always likes to derail it into some nonsensical craziness, and usually I lose on it unless somebody pays to boot him, but he boots himself, or I boot him quicker than somebody can pay to boot him. So
I like money, but I don't want to have sex with him for the money, so I'll be okay without money.
Yeah, I'd rather just make the money, earn it myself, and call it a day.
Yeah,
not have to
flip
ask.
burgers at Mickey D's or something.
I have no honestly, I would have no issue. Like if I had to do that because I had to do it, right? I'm not above anything. That's how I look at it. Like I will scrub toilets, I will mop floors, I will do dishes, I will cook, whatever. I don't know anything. If I'm limited with options, I'm not above going to a job tomorrow to make money in order to, keep my kids going. Now, gratefully, I've worked really well, worked really hard on my education, my career. So I doubt that would ever happen. But if it did, I'm not above it, not fucking above it ever.
I'll scrub toilets too, but banging Spicoli, I think, is where I draw the line. I got standards.
You have standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would I would probably rather lick a toilet clean.
By the way, I'm listening to Portia Doubleday's Mr. Roboto rendition of Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh, is it pretty? She like.
And earlier you were creeped out by the lyrics. That's the lyrics to the song.
Oh, I was like, what is he saying here? Like yeah, but it's so pretty.
I wasn't stalking you in your sleep. That was just the actual lyrics to the song, or so you've noticed so far. But
everybody wants to rule the world. Ooh, let's go, old Joe. Link's pinned. Get your butt up here.
So the topic, mob, or
hold on, I demand old Joe cams up tonight because he is now dubbed Hot Joe, and I demand you cam up just for just for my viewing pleasure, please. And I will take on your drink challenge. You better get up here soon because I only have like 1.5 left. All right.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I got my Heineken ready, so let's do it.
You got your Heine ready? Is it 0% alcohol Heineken?
No, it's just the regular green bottles.
Yeah, the green bottles. There's one that, and actually every bartender knows this because you get conflicted when you're trying to reach for one and the other, and you end up handing out like a non-alcoholic one, and you're like, oh crap.
I think this one has the stuff in it.
Are you getting a little buzzy buzz?
It's sip and stream. It's the rules.
It is the rules. It is the rules. Hey, Resla, you're welcome to hop on too. Everybody's welcome to hop on. I'm surprised. Normally, once I drop the link, like you guys can't. You guys get so mad when I don't drop the link, and then I drop the link, and then nobody comes up.
That was when you and Torsha were yakking on for hours, and we were all trying to correct you, and you took like 5 hours to open up the panel.
It was like 2 hours. But I promised her because she wanted to appeal to a certain degree without the panel, and so I definitely would honor that, because if I'm sharing a show with somebody, I want to consider their show, as in their format as well. So, but she also knows I'm a panel person, so. It was kind of like there was a good, healthy give and take on that one. Like, how can we both do what we want to do in this instance? So, yeah.
Yeah, the eye candy was nice. So we were pretty tolerant of it. We were waiting patiently. So until we got our turn.
She is pretty. She is so beautiful. I can't get over it. Yeah. I will pretend there's. Oh, no. Prednisone sucks because you can't, like drink or anything, like that's the steroids, right? Like if you're like anti-inflammatory, like steroids. I've had enough of those, and you can't drink like when you have them and stuff. And alcohol like does not help with inflammation as well. So, yeah. Anyways,
alcohol is the cause and solution to all of our problems.
I notice a lot of my ailments tend to disappear when I have a drink. But then the next day, like the ailments that were there come back tenfold after that. So, and I have like a lot of inflammatory, like things get swollen, especially around my tailbone.
I think that's the alcohol talking, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're like, when I get drunk, everything feels great.
Feels so
There's
good.
No more problems.
It feels so good. But my hands still, like my hands get red.
But then the next day I have a big headache and I'm throwing up all over the place. I don't know. You just got to keep drinking. You just don't ever stop.
Yeah. Alcoholism at its best. I typically try to save just my drinking for Saturday nights, but Torsha wanted to have a drink Thursday, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get some claws. So I was all over it. Oh, I love Primal Studies. You are the best.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What's up? Let me put you right there. No. Oh no, I'm gonna put you right there. I want to be in the middle of two men.
There you go. You're like the tomato Oreo.
No.
Oh yeah, baby.
Are you You're blurry. What's wrong with why are you blurry? Is it just me?
It's his dial-up modem. You got to upgrade.
That's what you get for living out in the middle of the woods.
Right.
OPC Don coming in with a big 20 today. Thank you, OPC. Everyone, please support the Bratty Tomato Fund. Yes, thank you for the kind reminder. You were always pushing that out for me, OPC, and I love you all the more for it. And thank you kindly. Yeah, he was blurry, wasn't he? I thought it was. I was like, maybe it's just the drink, but
it was one too many claws. The claws made the vision blurry.
I'm only halfway through it.
Did it correct though?
Yeah, it looks a little better.
You're better now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
4 pixels.
Yeah, because I just have it on my Wi-Fi. I don't actually have it plugged into my Ethernet because I was moving all my stuff around the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what that looks like. I don't know. Give it a little bit. Maybe I'll have to run the line over.
I feel like if you moved closer, it would focus better, but don't feel any pressure to do.
Is this better?
Yeah, you're totally fine where you are. I think it's probably just a distance thing.
Wait! I can try the other camera. Hold on, we'll try camera 2. Let's see if this does any better. Let's try camera
1,
2.
camera 2.
Camera 1.
Camera 1.
Oh no, not any better. Oh, because it's only you have. I'm on the 3rd screen, so let's see. I'll have to line this up. There we go. I don't know if that's any better, but
they both look fine. Honestly, yeah. It was totally okay where you stood.
Fine.
At first, it just came in kind of blurry. That's all. Milk Cow coming in with the $5 super sticker. Shout out to you, Milk Cow. You love your stickers. Not much to say, but lots of love to give. We love you, Milk Cow. Take another drink.
Speaking of influence, and I see Naomi in there trying to influence the chat. Silly girl. Take your shirt off. You're all straighten out. That's not influence anymore. That's manipulation at that point.
She's got a solid point though. A solid point. I think it will actually help your camera focus because it's one color, you know. Like your beige.
I get it. I'm it's too much into the background. I get it.
Yeah, too much texture going on. So the camera's like trying to find its focal point. If you just give it one straight texture.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll just get Oogie Boogie in the background for you to look at. There you go. That can be your focal point.
That is so cute. I have one of those, I think my daughter, somebody got it for her when she was at the hospital. She has a great support network of friends. It was so sweet when she went in, and one of her friends came in with like this one of those giant stuffies that looks just like that, but it's like different colors or something, and it still makes its way around the house. I find it all over the place.
My children have overwhelmed the place with Squishmallows. I don't know if that's happened to your place, but if I had $1 for every Squishmallow, I'd have at least 2.
What is that? I probably know one.
They're the big squishy things. They're like the one of the name brands of them.
Huh.
Ask the Bratty Tomato about Squishmallows. She'll give you a whole lesson, I'm sure.
I'm gonna just Google it. Squish. I feel like this was a Christmas list. Oh yeah.
It's just one of the brands that has become really popular over the years.
Yeah, squishies.
And they make them in all sorts of. So this year, I think you were talking about Costco earlier, and them having, or somebody was in the chat about them having their Christmas decorations out. Well, they'll constantly have various Squishmallows, and they had the Nightmare Before Christmas ones recently. So I was obligated to buy $100 worth of Squishmallows. It was stupid, but here we are. So.
Kids and their things, like stuff. Do you ever notice that kids are collectors of stuff that you're like sitting there thinking like, what is this going to do for you?
Yeah, but don't we all collect stupid shit to some degree?
I am not a collector. I only collect souls.
Okay.
That's
those are kind of
baseball cards, comic books, the usual.
Yeah. Do you collect shoes? Do you have like a shoe collection?
I mean, I have shoes, but I wouldn't call myself a collector.
Okay.
I only buy a pair of shoes if I need a pair of shoes for something very specific.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question for Primal. Are those interior partition walls actually real logs, or are they just...
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to give me the full screen for a second? I'll give them the...
Oh, yeah. We'll do a full tour.
Yeah.
Those are logs he cut down with his bare hands.
Yeah, so, like log pillars. Real deal. This is the real place. Here, we'll go over, show you kind of you can see Wile E. Coyote hanging up on the wall there. There's a couple of those, and then all the fun stuff. So
didn't those come with the house?
Yep, the previous owner left them for me. I said, hey, you know what? I would love to have those. She left 3 coyote pelts bolted up or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I gotta have those. And she said, okay, I'll let you have those. So strong negotiation. Oh, and they want the puppies.
We'll get the puppies.
Yeah. All right.
Get us Lucy, the doggies.
Davina, you can come here.
Doggos.
You can see doggos. There's the 3 shepherds around here somewhere. So they're just all over the place. They'll be running around. They got their little Halloween bandanas. Do you do bandanas for your puppies?
No, I don't even. I don't even put collars on mine unless they're bark collars, like for certain times. But yeah.
Yeah, you're missing out on the seasonal bandanas for your dogs, because you can have Thanksgiving ones, you can have Christmas ones, you can have Halloween ones. I mean,
then I would be a collector of bandanas.
And that would be a great thing to collect. I mean, it is what it is.
No, I'm not a collector.
You could collect dogs. You could collect, have a whole collection of dogs.
Dogs have a useful purpose, though. They are companions and very hard workers.
That's true.
Mine work very hard on eating every scrap of food they can find and digging. That they work very hard at digging the trash when they can get a hold of it. They work very hard at finding any food in the kids' rooms. Like if they took some kind of wrapped like a candy, that's wrapped up, like they take it up and put it in their room somewhere. And then I find wrappers all over the floor. And then there's the dog sitting there. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. I found a whole Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole Hershey's bar gone. And I was like, oh, that's going to be a fun one later.
I used to, in my mind, think chocolate was like deadly to dogs, and then it wasn't until later that I realized, it's maybe not great for them, but it's not actually going to like end them if they eat a candy bar. But I was nervous the first time my dog got into, to your point, like a candy bar or something like that. I was like, oh no,
oh my god, you're gonna die. I look at him, I'm like, I hope you earn that later. Like, good job, idiot. Because like mine are scavengers. Like they are scavengers. They used to eat, this grossed me out, but like my son's diapers. They would, because I would put the trash bags out on the back deck. And since after this started happening now, I have like a bin for it or whatever. But I would put the trash bag out on the back deck because it would be a couple nights before it was trash night. And they would get into it and get the baby diapers out and eat like shit in baby diapers. And I'm like, why is that good? How is that delicious? What is wrong with you? Yeah,
they're monsters. They're monsters at times.
They're scavengers.
And even the raccoons are like, dude, that's gross.
They're not like that. Remember, it's a trash. They're trash cans, not trash cans. Okay, so that's what the dogs are going with. And then you even try to get the animal-proof trash cans with the lid and stuff. But mine have even gotten to the point where they'll step on the hinge and open the damn lid. And if you threw away a scrap of something, they're trying to go in after it sometimes.
Yeah, they're scavengers.
I collect trees. They make wonderful pets.
I would probably kill mine. If it weren't for me having children and dogs, I would think that I killed everything according to my plants. But I don't know, like my aloe, I haven't watered my aloe in probably a couple months, and they're actually spawning like new aloe, and I'm like, from what? Like just the moisture in the house? Like how are you still pushing through and surviving and creating new life? Like whatever.
Oh yeah, I live out in the forest, so nature takes care of my trees for me.
What do you do during the winter? Because do you have a spot where you can put your plants so that they get enough light that you can not have them outside? Because it gets cold where you're at.
They're pine trees.
No,
they
no,
live in the
Sarah.
forest.
Oh, mine, I have I have a one room where it's like nothing but windows, and the fireplace is in there too. So the fireplace keeps the room warm, even just because it's gas. So the pilot's always running during the winter. So that room stays nice and cozy, even though it's all windows. But that's like my plant room, and so they get all, and that's like facing the sun, like because the sun raises like in my backyard, like in the catty corner, and then goes over the house and then settles in the front other corner. So it's just full sun the whole way around, up until like 5 o'clock. They probably get oversunned.
No, that's good, because the place we have in the back, we have this like open like big sunroom 3-season porch, for lack of a better word, but it gets really cold. I'm gonna assume during the winter, because I've stepped out there a few times after the morning, and it's pretty damn cold. So we actually resorted to bringing in some of the bigger plants, and I ended up buying one of those lamps, those like off-season lamps that you can put it inside. I was just curious, if you had run into that type of thing.
So when I used to do a lot more gardening, before I started streaming, now I can't tend to any of them. But I would grow like 100. I would seed 100 seeds in the wintertime, and I built actual shelves in front of like 2 really, really big, or like 3 big windows, and so the shelves go across. And so now they get natural sunlight, but I also have the for the seedlings specifically, I have the lights to help give them that extra like direct, feed, because they're so down in the dirt and stuff. Like the sun, I just feel like there's probably shadows and stuff, right? So I'll do that, and I'll run that, and then as they get bigger, obviously they'll be able to pull in the natural sunlight on their own, but that's the only time I use lights is for seeding.
Yeah, that's all new to me, so I was curious. Since you were talking about plants, if that's something you had. I think
if it's in a room that doesn't get a lot of sun, then you should probably get a sunlight. But if
I already bought one, like it's already we put it, we already did it. So I'm just curious.
Yeah, if it's a thing, but if it's if it's like partial sunlight and it's a full sunlight flower or plant or whatever. Then definitely get and run it based on natural hours too.
It has like a timer built into it. It has like a 12-hour button, and you just hit it, and it does like whatever 4 hours of one, concentration of light, and then 8 hours of another concentration, and then 12 hours of rest, something like that.
Yeah, I love building shelves.
Not to take it over with plant talk though.
Oh, that's okay. This is a sip and stream. We do whatever the fuck we want over here. I guess that's Yogi. Will I build?
We talk about the mob.
I love building shelves. I love I customize all of my closets, and I think shelving is like where my heart sits. I discovered that kind of naturally, but yeah, I love building shelves, and I love making it look different and be like, I customized everything based on what we need and what we want. And me being only 5'2", can I reach the top? Like if I can't, then I have like actually in all of my closets, I have like a fold out wooden
like a little step
stool. Yeah. It's
so what if you have like cups on the top shelf? What do you do then?
I asked my daughter. But it's funny because
is she taller than you now?
Yeah, she's like almost 5'7" now.
Is she ever like, all right, Mom, look, hold on, I'll get back in the camera here. Look here, Mother, I'm going to tell you something.
She laughs because I'll call her name. I'm like, baby doll, come here. And she's like, what? She comes down. I'm like, can you reach this for me? And she, you see this sad, she feels sad for me. It's like, you're pathetic. But I used to be a counter climber. Like I'd just hop up on the counter, reach up, and I'd get whatever I need. But I'm just too old for that. And the hop back down. You don't want to
fall and break your hip or something. That'd be bad.
I've already broken my tailbone. I've my C5, my C6. I think my C5 is gone now. A lot of L's have been dismantled. But yeah,
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, anything high impact, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll skip. But yeah, I mean, I do have a step stool in the kitchen that I can just fold out if I need it. But actually, if you look at all of my shelving in my kitchen, like all of the necessities, like daily use items, are all on the first one, and then the next one is like stuff I would maybe use every week or so here and there.
And that's like tippy toe level for you?
Yeah. Oh, and that's pushing it. And then anything above that is like shit I would use maybe seasonally or maybe annually. But a lot of the higher shelves are just empty because there's like
I saw it on a late night infomercial one night, and it was one of these like assisted devices that it was like a claw, so you could reach up with the claw and get the high things off the shelf.
Oh my God.
Bring it down to yourself. So maybe you should invest in one of the claw devices.
But try to do that with something that's breakable. I'd be nervous the whole time. Old Joe, you heard correctly, but you'll have to go find it in the other streams and in the other videos, because I'm over that. I ain't showing it. See, Naomi's seen it. Naomi's like, I feel like Naomi's my new biggest fan today. She's all about
that members only content.
Your mama, yes, Mom Tomato. See, this is what's up. Thank you for supporting the claw. The claw is law, not the white claw, but the assisted device grabber.
I'm too old to climb counters. Oh Lord, have mercy.
I thought that was a wrestling move.
I mean, it could be all sorts of things.
The claw goes a lot of ways. Yeah. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, why haven't you seen it, Joe? Everybody else has. Primal, you've seen them too, right? The 6-pack. Like, I feel like everybody's.
Was that the one where you did the
Hormaxer one?
It was the Hormaxer video. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, that kindly reminds me, old Joe, you have to be a member to go see it.
Oh, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
now you
They're
do
cheap
it.
bastards.
This tells me you haven't like purged through all of my content back a long time ago, because I put everything behind the membership tab like, I don't know, a few months ago. So you got to get a membership, and then you have access to all of the news from the Manosphere episodes. And there was definitely a cheerleader in a bikini with the 6-pack.
Is that something you're gonna ever bring back, do you think? Because those were fun.
I wanted to. I really wanted to. But I did make one for a Mod Monday for the sperm donor one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so tired, and I thought of it last minute, so I stayed up like used a whole Sunday to make it, and I half-assed it.
That's a time-intensive thing, right?
I mean, hours. Now the filming, like the recording and editing part, is pretty easy, because like once I have a template for it, it's just like cut, insert. But actually coming up with the content, finding the content is really hard. Because you just have to find the right, and you have to watch through hours. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I would get lucky and I'd be watching a live stream. I'm like, oh, that's so good. But I just don't watch enough of like the Manosphere content, especially. I just don't watch it anymore. And I don't care enough to. And I was going to try to switch gears to like Panelverse kind of stuff. But even at that, I was like, God, it's just so much fucking time.
Yeah.
I
just thought it was hilarious. You'd have the picture of you'd have the news anchor cup, and it would be some random ass cup. It'd be like world's greatest dad. And then you'd have like a coloring page of a T-Rex for your promo sheet. Yeah. And then your hair would be like slicked over to the side. It was just, I thought it was fucking hilarious. So,
yeah. The coloring pages came from my son. Like I would go into his coloring book, and I'm like, all right, I need one to film. Sometimes he would pick them out. I'd be like, which one do you want me to use? And he took so much pride in knowing that mommy used his coloring for his for the show. So I'd pick one out, and then I'd just write whatever person's name on it, whoever I was making fun of the most or whatever.
Yeah.
And make it look like they colored it. It's always the finer details that people love the most. But it took so much work to make those. And it wasn't the actual recording and editing. It was finding, just so much shit I had to watch, and you had to kind of like find a theme as you were watching things.
Did you try to like write a script in your head as you were going, or
yeah, kind of like thinking it through as I see stuff, and I'm like, ooh, like I can go in this direction with it, and then it has to be relatable, you know, to people that are outside of the manosphere and all of this stuff, and it just I loved doing it. If I was only doing that, this wouldn't be a problem at all.
Right. It would almost be like a this or that kind of thing.
Yeah, it definitely is a this or that, and it's just not. It's not conducive to my. If I didn't have a 9 to 5, yeah, I'd be making news from the whatever like twice a week.
It seems like YouTube, a lot of videos that do really well are actually some of these 5-10 minute videos that somebody put together or something like that. And it seems like a lot of those, I don't know if it's the algorithm or what it is, but it seems like some of the most popular things on YouTube are these like 5-10 minute little funny clips of random stuff. I don't know. That's just kind of what maybe I'm biased because that's what I watch, but
we're in the world of low attention spans. And so like if you're going to clip something, right? If I wanted to clip something from a live stream, it would have to be less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, or definitely no more than 13, but under 10 is good, because when people look at videos and they look at the number one, you have to captivate them with the thumbnail. Right. Then you have to seduce them with the title. And then if you got them there, then they're like, oh, it's only 10 minutes. I've got 10 minutes. Right.
It kind of sounds like manipulation.
I like all the faces that
YouTubers
make.
What I did there?
You like all the faces that who makes?
The YouTubers, when they make their little thumbnails, they always make some retarded like O face or something. They're like, I found a pencil. Oh.
I'm gonna make that a title. I'm gonna make that a title. I found
the O faces of YouTubers. Yeah.
Yeah. And they all do it too, which is funny because they're just like all like, you know, copycats of each other. But
yeah, you have to capture new people and make it appear as if like, oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe it. And then they come running, right?
No.
Is somebody there?
No.
There's a dog in the room. O face.
There's wind that blows. That's what a squirrel runs across the front yard, and now I have to be protected and made sure everything is okay. Yes.
Give us your best thumbnail face with the dog, Primal.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh no, the dog's in the way.
And the dog gives you some tongue. Classic.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Why are you pushing me around, pup?
Beautiful.
Why are you pushing me around? That's the part with chairs on wheels. They can push you around.
Doggy. Mama Tomato's a traitor. She, because her two puppers passed more recently, and she waited and was thinking like, yeah, maybe I'll get another dog. 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 Oh, I got 2 cats. And I was like, what the fuck?
And
you traitor.
I got 2 cats roaming around here somewhere now too.
Do you really?
We got the menagerie around in this.
How do you not have a farm going on too? Where's your horse?
I know, right? I grew up in like the horse business. My parents, they still own horses to this day. I was a legit farm kid.
I don't know if I would believe that or absolutely believe that or be like completely like, nah.
He cut those logs down with his bare hands. You got to believe it.
I believe that. Oh, you're muted.
And then you muted yourself.
I think his clip muted himself.
I think, something with the dog or whatever. Maybe I could have. But yeah,
I think you're coming in. I think your mic cut out. I think it's because the blue light's not on anymore. Yeah,
I think the dogs were like, you know too much. Silence him.
Shut him up, quick! Shut him up.
He talked about the horses.
This is actually true. I was looking at a stats website on YouTube stuff, and they actually have the most, like they talk about like super chats, views, how many, like most growth, most this, was that, whatever for the week, day, whatever. And they actually had a category, and it was called cat videos.
It was a category.
That was good. That was good. That was good. But I was like, why is there a whole genre for this, and like a competitive genre for cat videos? Maybe I need to get some cats. Maybe I need to get some cats.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the battery died on the one, so luckily I have two of these little things.
Switch the camera too.
Yeah, we got to switch the camera too. We're too close for the missiles. We got to switch the guns.
Camera 1.
That's
camera 2.
People are too old or not old enough.
I
to
get that reference
nowadays. Yeah, but yeah, I was saying before I ran out of batteries. Apparently, no, I grew up. My dad still shows horses every summer. That's like their thing. They still own a couple.
What?
Yeah, that was a big part of my upbringing. Yeah. Every summer after baseball season would kind of be wrapping up, we would go around and I'd show horses.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What like what kind of horses?
Arabians was the family kind of thing.
Wow. Aren't those more expensive ones?
Yeah, they can be pretty pricey.
It's like yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, once you're into it, you're into it. So it's like the whole horse showing, or horses are an incredibly expensive hobby, and some people make quite a bit of money doing it too. My dad was pretty skilled. He would take other people's horses sometimes and train them as well, because my parents were both teachers, so we had the summers off basically. So that's what we did with a lot of our summers.
Did you use carrots to make them talk?
No.
Mr. Ed?
Yeah.
Wilbur.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad used to say that all the time, like being an asshole sometimes. He'd be like, Wilbur.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I see Neo. He's right. Arabians are difficult because they get really flighty. They're very like quick to run. So you have to do a lot of, what would you call it? Like desensitivity training with them, essentially. Like you have to like rattle tarps around them and make loud noises and stuff, because a part of it is them not basically freaking out. So you have to do a lot of, desensitizing with them. So
horses ended up in my Facebook Reels feed at one point. I don't know how or why. Maybe I watched like one horse video that pushed through. And there was this one girl who was doing the desensitization, and she was saying like, I make my horses wear whatever they get scared of. And then next thing you know, it shows like a bag like hanging off its ears or something.
Yep. No, we would literally, no joke, like just a big plastic tarp. We would go set it over in the corner of the pen or arena, and then we would intentionally like have somebody shake it and do stuff, because horses by nature are really skittish. Like one of their biggest strengths is they're really fast, so they see something that's dangerous and they run away from it. That's like one of their primary best things that they can do. So you have to
do a reverse kick and
I mean,
knock the soul out of you.
Like that will kill you. Like if they kick you in the chest the wrong way, that's dangerous stuff. But yeah, it's just it's fun.
Have you ever had a horse roll on you when you were riding it?
Yeah. So part of being the youngest was I was also the smallest and the lightest. So often, once I got to like a certain age,
it was the toy.
So
the horse toy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. But I would often be the one that had to go on them first, because I was the lightest. So the idea was you wanted to like work them up to bigger people over time, and they wanted to get more used to it. So I would be the first one to get on and often get tossed off the horse, because I was 10 years old and I didn't weigh much, so I wouldn't throw them off that much. And
you were the most expendable one.
I was the one that was most easily dumped it off, right?
Hey, Primal, it wasn't because you were the lightest.
That's what they told me. And gonna go with that. All right. I don't want to feel.
They had an insurance policy on you, FYI. Just saying.
I don't want to feel like I was manipulated. Perhaps I was influenced to feeling like I was important.
Your mother said it's for the family, honey. Don't you want to help the family?
Take one for the team, too.
Yes, Mom.
But yeah. But to your point, everybody in my family's had at least a horse, kind of fall quasi on them. It was a degree of like how badly it went. So.
Oh my God.
I was riding a horse one time, and he was on his way down to rolling over with me. And somehow I magically willed him to get back up on his feet and saw my life pass before my eyes. So it was a very weird experience. But
titty.
Hey, meow meow.
This is Leo. Leo, as in Leo the lion. We got a boy cat and a girl cat at the same time from the same litter.
I'm surprised it wasn't Nala and Simba.
I thought about it for a second, but that was a little too cliche. So I have.
Yes!
He's gonna kill you in your sleep now.
In the circle of life.
Yeah. So he's good. Leo is a little lever. Lori is a little more standoffish, but she's kind of like my cat. So she'll usually come around when it's getting towards the end of the evening and they'll want to cuddle up and stuff. Leo just loves on anybody. So
hey,
he's kind of a poor.
I haven't seen you.
I taught one of my cats to play fetch. I felt like that was an accomplishment in life.
That's good stuff.
All right, let's play a game. What word are we using? You're the only one on panel, so I can't play the actual game I want to play. I need more people involved. Ladies and gentlemen.
He's ready.
But he's not cammed up, so the game I have requires you to be cammed up.
I am a seashell. I'm cammed up.
All right. Well, come on, folks. Let's play a game.
Yeah, if I can get like 5 more people on panel, this will be a really, 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 really fun game.
Will I need another drink or two, or is it not necessary?
Drink's not required.
Okay. I was going to say I'll go grab another one while people are potentially coming up, but.
Drink. Oh, and shout out to Milk Cow for the super sticker again with the $1.99. Thank you. That's for you, Milk Cow.
We on our farm, we had one cow. His name was Sirloin. You can imagine what happened to him. We only did cow.
You took him out to dinner?
Oh my God, no. I saw this other fucking reel where the cows were like playing in some type of water source of something. And I guess it wasn't the water source that they were supposed to be utilizing, right? They have a whole pond nearby where they're supposed to drink water. And the farmer comes like running. He's like, "What the fuck? You fucking blah, blah, blah. In this water, blah, blah, blah." He was like yelling all angry in the car. The cows are jumping out of the pool and running away. And he's still yelling like, "I can't wait to fucking put you on my grill."
Wow.
I was like, damn, angry. But he's not wrong.
I mean, steak is steak, right? Steak's got to come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a pig just so I can name him Christopher Patrick Bacon.
That's brutal.
Also known as Crispy Bacon,
I wouldn't mind having a pig. It'd have to be like I wouldn't get a pig for food. I would get a pig for a pet this time.
The little ones, like the little pet piggies.
Yeah, because I don't think my house could handle like another animal that was large, a 300-pound pig roaming around.
Well, a 300-pound pig roaming around would definitely not be a pet anyways. Those are definitely for eating. But yeah, the little mini pigs, I think they're so adorable.
That or a goat. I could see getting a goat sometime.
I want a goat. I 100%. Listen, Primal, when my kids graduate, I'm moving out to wherever the fuck you are in bumfuck Egypt. And I'm going to move next door. And I want a goat. Definitely want a lot of chickens. And I definitely want a lot of dogs. And so we can be friends because I think we're probably on the same pace here.
There we go. It'll have to be like in southern Utah or Arizona because once the kids are out of the house, I'm getting out of the effing cold. I'm over the cold. Like, I'm getting too old for the cold. That is not a thing anymore.
Tennessee or Texas were on my list.
All right.
Yeah, definitely somewhere.
Texas is good. I lived in Texas for a couple of years. It was a good place.
Yeah, I like Texas. Texas is nice, and they take care of their shit.
Income tax also, or no state income tax.
No state, and then also your retirement income is not touched either.
Right.
You don't want to live in Texas, but it's a good place to do business.
Really?
You don't want to settle down in
you
Texas.
Still get business taxes though.
No, they have
that's how they make their money.
Lowest, I think they even have no income tax or something like that. But anyways, they have really great tax benefits for businesses. You just don't want to live there because the quality of life it's a lot of industrial, overpopulated, polluted areas and stuff. And so otherwise you're out in the desert.
That's exactly what I'm speaking to. I want to live out where nobody else wants to be.
Well, then go to New Mexico where land is free because nobody wants it.
Are they handing it out there?
You might die of dehydration, but if you can make it rain or something, you might survive.
There's land, but there's no water. That's the problem.
And no people. Even a cactus can't survive in New Mexico, so it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I want a goat for pure entertainment purposes only.
Do you want one of the fainting goats where they and then fall over? Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
They're free lawnmowers, so that's pretty cool.
Hey, yeah, that's true. But I love that they like to get on top of everything. Like they'll get on top of a car, they'll get up on top of a house roof, a tree. Like they just show
King
up.
of the mountain.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, this is good. You guys are pure. And then they're looking at you with these big bug eyes, and they're like,
That's why you gotta headbutt them off to show dominance.
But you have to go like this before you do it. You can't just do it without this. You have to go like this first.
Scratch the ground before you start running.
I have a friend who has goats, and that was one of my favorite things to do. Is because they just go. Half retarded. They really have no brains. They're smart but dumb all at the same time.
Yeah. So did you dress
if you like sheep, you can move to a blue city.
Why? Sheep?
Because there's lots of sheep there.
He was making a joke.
I was like, wait a minute, huh?
If they vote Democrat, it's full of sheep.
Sheeple? That's why I like to call them sheeple.
Wake up, sheeple!
Come on.
What'd you dress up for your family friendly Halloween game?
My son was a cop, so I was the prisoner. I was almost debating leaving it on for tonight, but I was like, nah, because I'll get too hot. But it's the black and white.
Yeah, the pinstripe. Yeah.
So it's cute, and he liked it. He was so happy.
That's fun and easy. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Are you
a ball and chain? Is what you're saying?
I was the ball and chain.
I thought you were supposed to dress up.
Do you have the actual trick or treat night yet to do, or did you guys already do that?
No, they do that on Halloween.
Yeah, just for us, for where I live now, they do it on Halloween. But other places I've lived in the past, they would do it on a day or two sometimes.
I don't understand that because I remember somebody else in our neighborhood when they moved in had asked that same question, and I was like, why would we do it any other night? They're like, well, it's a Tuesday night. Why would we do it on a Tuesday night? And I'm like, because it's Halloween. Like, why wouldn't we?
That's before places I lived. They would do it on the Friday before or whatever sometimes, which I agree it's kind of lame because it's from 5:30 to 7:30 or something like that. So it's not like they're super.
It's not even dark, right?
I don't know. It's getting dark. It's getting dark for me.
It is starting to get there, but the kid. I mean, we have a whole neighborhood thing. We all walk around, and we're all. Do all of the moms have one. I remember pushing the stroller with my son, and I had these sitting in the cup holder of the stroller, and I didn't think this was I always was that why would I drink while I'm taking my kids? But then I realized everybody's doing. I was like, everybody do this. Are we okay with this? We're okay.
This is
And
the
then
proof.
yeah, and then we all do that for a few hours, and it takes. And there's actually, they moved, and I'm so mad. But there was actually a house that had the trick or treat stuff for the kids, but then they had
Yeah, for the
Jello
adults.
shots. Yeah, they
Yep.
had Jello shots and like the little mini liquor bottles, and you just like pick from whatever you wanted. And so
Yep.
we'd all be like, "Can we come by twice? Is this okay?"
Yep.
Or
We're just gonna hang out while the kids,
Yeah.
make the rounds. Yeah. No, we
yeah,
used to
and
have
it's like a Tuesday night, and you're getting shit
that.
faced
Just
on
getting
your block.
shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we all end with bonfires. There's like one, two, or three, depending on who's doing it that year. But like, there's a couple bonfires going out front, and we all pick one, whoever you get along with the most, and then the parents sit out for a few hours after, and the kids are all like running around in the streets because they're high on
candy.
Yeah.
180 grams of sugar.
Yeah, yeah, they're like cranked out,
Yeah.
and
Snorting pixie sticks. You know how they are.
pretty much, and then it gets a rough. If they have school the next morning, it's rough. This year they shut down school, and I was like, those fucking assholes. Like they didn't want to deal with a bunch of kids on like a pixie stick hangover.
Hungover.
I was like, they're
detoxing from all the pixie sticks. They're like, oh, bro, I just need one. I just need one more hit. Just give me one more little hit.
But I thought that ever so worked out conveniently for them.
Would you dress up on that, or would you just walk around in like warm clothes?
We did a whole family thing.
Oh, nice.
I mean, yeah, it was every year we did a theme. Like we did Wizard of Oz, we did Under the Sea, we did like family zombies. Like I was like your standard 1950s housewife with like half my rollers in, and then like a zombie face and like pearls, and and then like my husband, or my ex, I guess you could say, but he was like in a suit, and like I was like, take one shoe off, and he's like, why am I walking around with one shoe off? I'm like, trust me. And I was like, you need to drag your foot too while you're at it. And it was like everybody was in on it. We did the one where two of the kids wanted to be cops, so we dressed up in the pinstripe. So I already had that for this year. I was like, yeah, sure, that's easy. But we it was always a theme every year, and we kind of let the kids kind of guide it a little bit. And then like when one person was really stuck on it, I was like, all right, we're going to work around this. And we all did it. It was fun until the teenage years came, and now they want nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I'm still, I got one that's Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. I got one that is dressing up like, who's the painter? Bob Ross. And
God, no!
It's my daughter. Yeah, it's my youngest daughter wanted to be Bob Ross, so we got her a Bob Ross wig and like a mustache and a paint little palette and a brush. So she's gonna be.
The correct term is fro. It's a fro, not a wig.
Sure. Yeah. A fro show. So yeah, she'll be Bob Ross, and then my other son, he usually wears he has like a Jason mask or something. But I'm most proud. I got an Oogie Boogie costume for Nightmare Before Halloween, but it's one of the inflatable ones. You know, like the T-Rexes you see that are the inflatable ones running around. I got one that's Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's legit. Yeah.
We did my son did it was 2 years ago. He did the big inflatable T-Rex. And then he wanted me to be the dinosaur trainer because the new Jurassic Park had come out. And so he was like, I want Chris, he wanted me to be Chris Pratt, basically.
Yeah.
And
Carol,
so
you keep going, but I'm going to show this while you do that.
Oh my God, that is classic. Right. Oh, I feel like you need to make this a short. Oh my God. That would go viral in like a heartbeat. Please do it, please.
All right, I'll consider it. Yeah, but that's my Oogie Boogie for Halloween. I get into I've historically been that dad in the neighborhood that came out with the good one of the good costumes. So it's always.
I feel like our community should have done like a voting thing, and our family would have definitely won it every. I mean, we had it down. We just I was on it. There was no there was nothing held back on our costumes. Like they were all just to a T. The Under the Sea one was really fun too, because like my daughter said she was like, I want to be a mermaid. I'm like, all right, this will be fun.
Yeah, we're in.
So then I
love
got
the theme ideas. Yeah, the like
I got
family
yeah.
theme.
Oh, I love it because then it just like you can pick them out. You know, you're like, oh, that's definitely their kid. But I got the jellyfish hat where it's like looks like a giant umbrella sitting on my head and with the things flaring down. And then I made my ex do like the old school scuba divers with like the globe helmets, like the, you know what I mean? Like it was, and then the dogs, I've dressed them up as pirates because we always took the dogs. So like the Wizard of Oz one, I took the dogs and I got little stuffed animal monkeys and put those on their backs. And so I made them like the flying monkeys. And I don't know. I love it. I think more families should do that when you can. I don't know. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think people should enjoy the shit out of that. I mean, this year, I mean, eventually, they're like,